Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are your weight struggles literally weighing you down? Do you know someone who could stand to lose a few pounds? Do you know someone who can't stand due to a few pounds? Well, I have exciting, game-changing news for you, for all of us, that will solve all your weight loss problems. Introducing, drumroll please, recently approved by the US Food and Drug Administration, Wegovy, the most effective weight loss drug on the market today. We've waited forever since the last game-changing FDA approved weight loss drug, all the way back in 2014. Per the FDA site, 70% of American adults have obesity or are overweight. Obesity is a serious health issue associated with the leading causes of death, like heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and certain cancers. Wegovy works by mimicking a hormone called glucagon-like peptide-1 or GLP-1 that targets areas of the brain that regulate appetite. It's so easy to take, you won't even know you're on it. Just take the syringe, do a little, is that how it works? Yeah. Pierce your skin while injecting the medication into your body and increase that dose over 20 weeks up until 2.4 milligrams. Easy peasy, lemon breezy, and a new fun weekly activity for the whole family to participate in. Now, before I share the exciting and amazing results you can achieve on Wegovy, I wonder what they're gonna try and sell you in 3, 2, 1. Results! 2,600 patients, 74% of which were female, receiving Wegovy lost an average of 12.4% of their initial body weight over placebo and over this 68-week trial. Think about how profound this is. The average initial body weight coming in was 231 pounds, so those taking Wegovy lost an astounding 29 pounds in only 15 months. And great news if you have type 2 diabetes, this is for you too, as Wegovy patients with type 2 lost 6.2% of their incoming 220-pound weight average over placebo. That's a whopping 13.6 pounds that you can lose in a matter of only 1.3 years. That's almost a pound every 30 days. I dare you to do better on your own. I dare you. This is amazing. It's not like you can achieve better, safer, and cheaper results. Don't bring up fasting. We all know that no one really likes that idea. Scientifically speaking, science has proven that paid science is way more better than not paid science. Nag your stomach into health submission by constantly feeding it. We're here to enjoy life, to feel good, not just about our choices, but really our endless options. Wegovy doesn't restrict, so you can continue to eat all the food you desire. All day, every day, 24/7, 365, a dozen damn donuts? Put it in your mouth. Pause. Want a double fist fried chicken drumsticks? Have at it, food addict. You get to keep your relationship with food while making you feel better than ever. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, constipation, abdominal pain, headache, fatigue, dyspepsia or indigestion, dizziness, abdominal distension, eructation or belching, hypoglycemia, in patients with type 2, flatulence, gastroenteritis, and gastroreflux disease. But if you're worried about walking around a leaking and gaseous mess, here's some other news. Prescribing information for Wegovy also contains a box warning to inform healthcare professionals and patients about the potential risk of thyroid C-cell tumors. It also contains warnings for inflammation of the pancreas, gallbladder problems, including gallstones, low blood sugar, acute kidney injury, diabetic retinopathy, increased heart rate, and suicidal behavior, I think. Regardless of all that, you can trust Wegovy. You can trust the purveyors, Novo Nordisk, and you can trust the entire US healthcare industry. Wegovy only costs $1,200 a month, so it's not like Novo Nordisk would like you to be on it for the rest of your life. Novo also only generates a measly $20 billion per year, so not much monetary incentive there to elicit distrust on the Wegovy study that they funded themselves. It's not like at least 14 of the researchers of the Wegovy study have a vested interest in Novo Nordisk, right? Pharmaceutical companies make just as much money in the entire rest of the world as it does here in the US, so it's not like healthcare is particularly ripe for being taken advantage of here where the FDA makes its home. Pharma companies also pay the Food and Drug Administration user fees to help guide this all-knowing, trustworthy government entity, you know, just to make sure that they get all the help and info they need to make their unbiased, unaffected by others decisions for you and your family's lives. So Novo giving the FDA money is a win-win. Providers that receive payments for what they prescribe really only write like 58% more prescriptions than the non-payment ones. So the incentive isn't exactly translating into much behavioral changes in prescribing physicians. It's only 58% more scripts they write when they get paid for it. Speaking of payments, sorry, but cue it! All right, I'm being sarcastic here. I'm not anti-medication. I do think the industry is populated by many people that mean well, especially with the practicing physicians and research scientists I've come across. I also do take medications. So if not entirely heretical, I'm just trying to be a bit parsimonious with what I put into my body. And I think time-restricted feeding and fasting for weight loss does a better, quicker, and cheaper job over any weight loss drug, supplements, or new diet fad. I hope I'm not coming across as a fasting shill. Can you be a shill without oversight? Quit meandering! Reality is, I think there's still a place for this new drug if proven safe and effective with expanded time and patience. Maybe someone tried everything. Maybe this is offered before bariatric surgery or as an alternative to it. Maybe this will be great for the most extremes of cases. Maybe the side effects listed, obviously out of an overabundance of legal caution, are rare. Maybe, for some, time-restricted feeding or nutritional modification aren't options, don't work, and then Wegovy becomes a vitally important option. Maybe this can be used as a crutch, because sometimes the hardest part when it comes to weight loss is the start. But I don't see it anywhere in the literature, and what's being promulgated sounds more like obesity is bad, Wegovy is the solution. But we know life is more nuanced than that. Why do we continue to research, develop, and market drugs that don't really address the underlying causes? The whole thing is confusing. Take high blood pressure medicine. It lowers your blood pressure. Great, right? But then again, your body aims for homeostasis. So abrupt cessation can lead to severe rebound hypertension and is the reason you need to usually take this drug consistently and in perpetuity. The funny thing is exercise is also highly recommended and at the same time is being prescribed something like atenolol, which is exactly what happened to me when I first was diagnosed. And what does exercise do? It raises blood pressure. What happened to the Hippocratic Oath there? Raising blood pressure in a hypertensive patient sounds kind of dangerous and counterintuitive, regardless of modality, so why does exercise get a pass? If the oath isn't really in play, then why do we continue to poo-poo ideas like fasting that comes with short-term stresses that lead to long-term benefits? And regarding high blood pressure, why have we not instead explored medications that maybe intermittently raises blood pressure, kind of like exercise? You know, relying on our body's preference for homeostasis and building up its ability to actually achieve it? I've really only heard Dr. Jun Yoon discuss this.
We've never tried this, except we know it already works. In fact, we know it works in exercise. The more you make the body worse, the stronger it gets. It's like building a muscle. Or you can think about it like vaccination. Make the body worse, it gets stronger. Completely counterintuitive. Building capacity instead of solving the problem is the future of therapeutics.
Who knows about Wegovy's permanence? Long-term hormonal, metabolic, and homeostatic effect. Something like time-restricted feeding to me presents a much better therapeutic to weight loss, but more importantly aids in fortifying our homeostatic capacity or our natural ability to achieve equilibrium. What bothers me more though are the providers with quick trigger fingers, just eager to write me scripts as the first thing. I don't know if you can relate to that. The system seems broke, but is there a way to tie profit to prevention rather than this whack-a-mole treatment strategy we currently employ? You know, new symptom, take this. Another symptom, take that. Bap, 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 bap. Is there a scenario where your wellness is the prime incentive up the chain and over fiduciary responsibilities to leadership? Does a solution lie in the blockchain space on principles expanded way beyond what UBI ever proposed? I don't know. I almost got kicked out of high school for attendance issues, so I'm glad you're here though. Can we do anything about this outside of gaining ownership and expertise of our own bodies? Do you actually find this drug interesting? Like why? I'm curious. Let me know what points I've missed. By the way, big thanks again to everyone that subscribed. I asked for help to get over the 10K hump last video, and we did it. I was pretty surprised and really humbled. Thank you so much. It increased my budget enough to get these donuts for B-roll. So I'm gonna go back to eating. Thanks and be well, friends. Ugh, I don't want to waste food, but how am I gonna do this? Things I do for you. Why are you still watching this?